Before you enter the food factory, you need to wear your hairnet, which basically covers your hair to avoid any contamination of food. We wear a hairnet to show and protect the food that we are manufacturing from any contamination. We also have what we call a beard snood that is used to cover your beard. Next, I'll also explain about protective equipment for your ears. We have earplugs that we wear and put in our ears, especially if you're in a factory that has a lot of noise. It is good to protect your hearing, and this is worn just before you enter the factory. The other personal protective equipment you need to have in your facility, and again, depending on your type of facility, is safety goggles or safety glasses. This is necessary especially where hazards are likely to injure your eyes. It is good to have safety goggles to protect your eyes from any injury or damage from hazardous substances. In a situation where your factory has a lot of dust, it is good to have what we call a dust mask that you would cover your nose and mouth to ensure that you do not breathe in a lot of dust. This is especially necessary in milling factories. In addition to these protective equipment, we also have a dust coat that is used to cover your personal clothing, and it's recommended that whatever clothing you have is an appropriate color for the factory and that you can use and wash frequently to ensure that it's always clean within your facility. Another set of protective equipment are hand gloves. Hand gloves are important for covering your hands, especially when you're handling food in a very wet environment. The other thing that hand gloves give you is protection from, if you have any injury on your hands, it protects contamination of food. The other thing that hand gloves serve also is to protect your hands from dangerous chemicals. But you need to make sure that, number one, your hands are clean before you wear the gloves. Number two, if you have an injury, it has a waterproof plaster on top. The other thing that's recommended, you need bright colored gloves just in case they get lost within their facility. You are able to trace them. So blue is a very good color recommended for use in food factories. One additional protective equipment for your feet are gumboots. Gumboots within the factory ensure that your own personal shoes do not carry any contamination from wherever you've come from and bring it into the factory. So these are changed or swapped immediately you enter the factory and at the changing room.